I love dialogue. I love the chance to sort of write poetry. And I want to ask you guys a question. How many of you in the room tonight are introverts? Or would think of yourselves? See, look at that. And yet here you are, writing poetry and sharing it in a room full of people. You know why? Because poetry is more powerful than fear. And that means that you're more powerful than fear because you're here doing it, right? And that blows me away. And so, for that very reason, I wanted to write this poem, who I also want to sort of dedicate to Julianza tonight, because we were talking about introversion a little bit. So this is a poem called The 12-Step Survival Guide for Introverts. 1. Do not be ashamed of your silence. Speak only when necessary, and your words will carry their own weight. This only makes your voice stronger. 2. Do not let being alone make you lonely. Use the extra time to unwrap your middle name like the last box of dishes from your mother's kitchen. Learn to love the mirror for its gentle insistence that your skin carries light like a postal worker. You are here to deliver something. 3. Treat the word love like a prayer. Speak it only when your soul has been shaken by a spirit so powerful you find yourself on the floor. Do not expect it to save you. Love, like prayer, is an act of faith that makes your body a holy place. So do not surrender your prayers to anyone whose hands are not clean enough to heal. 4. When you do choose to speak, do not whisper like rain. Gather as much of the sky as your lungs can contain. Scream like crickets, like cicadas. Covet the moon. Convince the sky of your claim. 5. The laughter of children is the sound the rain is trying to make. When it stands outside your door waiting to be invited in, let it in. Keep the sky company. 6. Remove the callus from your heart. All that hard flesh left on the meat from walking away a dozen, 100, 1,000 times. Your chest is not filled with feet, so do not crawl on the floor looking for love. Stand up. 7. When your son tells you that old people smell like books, show him the goosebumps. Tell him that this is the power of his words. Teach him to understand conversation as the fine art of carving. Remind yourself of this lesson. Let silence be the tool of your creation. 8. A room with 6 closed doors is not as inviting as a room with one that is open. You are not the only one who is lonely. But your heart is a door, so open it. Keep the world company. 9. Love is not an animal to be chased by drunken moons. It is the water where the moon rests her head. The hot breath and wild eyes of something unseen, so when it comes, do not be startled by its movement in the trees. 10. Never give up on love. Keep coming back to this. Not the person who hurt you, not the person who let you down, but the idea. Remember that love, like God, is too big to hide forever. Will fear that your name, your leftover bottles of rainwater, or your love of cicadas have taught the world to see you as strange. 12. Searching the carnival glass of their eyes, we find the strange beautiful. The long halls of their silence, filling their throats with a sound they have learned to name prayer. The first to write poems are always the lonely. So when you feel lonely enough to write poems, search your eyes in that mirror for a sadness that reminds you of home, and remember, you are here to deliver something. The word you are looking for is hope. Speak up.